Hey guys, good morning. It's Tiffany Allen here, and I am a business mindset coach. If you haven't seen my videos, I help women entrepreneurs face their fears and recover their confidence so they can just show up in their business and get paying clients. So I want to talk to you guys. If you guys are watching live, come say hey, say good morning, tell me where you're coming from, tell me how you are. And if you guys are watching the replay, say #replay so I know who's watching so I can come back and say hey. So I want to talk to you guys today about the 5 biggest ways that I find that we self-sabotage ourselves. So self-sabotage is basically just a way of maybe there's something subconscious back there in the back of our mind keeping us from doing something. It's just something we do to ourselves to hold ourselves back. So, these are the 5 biggest reasons, the 5 biggest ways that I find that we do it without even realizing that we do it. So, the first one is over planning. This is a procrastination tool. This is, a way of procrastinating. We think we need to over plan. We think we need to have everything perfect and have everything in line before we actually do it. And we feel like we need to have it all planned out, literally all planned out, because it seems like we're just getting everything ready, but we're not taking any action. And the plan doesn't matter if we don't take action. Nothing is ever going to be perfect, like I always say. Nothing ever is going to be perfect. So it's just taking action and learning. We need to take action to learn. We need to take action to get better. So, when we overplan and don't take action, it is a way of self-sabotaging. It keeps us from actually doing things, actually taking action. So if overplanning is something that you struggle with, let me know in the comments. Put a 1. Another way I find that we self-sabotage is searching for answers. We can get to where we're trying to start an online business. We're trying to do different things. We're trying to do, things online, and it can seem scary. And hey Lindsay, how are you? Hey Nicole. So and we can find where we don't feel like we know what we're doing, and we're just so lost, and we continue to search for answers. And even when we may know what we could be taking action on, we still tend to search for answers because we think we are missing something. We think we're missing a piece of the puzzle when really we're just not taking action to even learn. And so that's also a procrastination tool. And it leads us over, I kind of wrote my notes here. It leads us to feeling overwhelmed because 1, we feel like we are left out. We don't feel like we have the information. We feel like we have too little of information. And then 2, it leads us to feeling overwhelmed because we have too much information. We're just overloaded on information that we don't know where we need to start taking action because we just have too much information. And if you struggle with that, put a 2 in the comments and let me know that's something you struggle with as well. Hey Nisha, how are you, girl? So my third thing I find that we self-sabotage in is lack of commitment. We go for something and we expect it to work instantly. We don't even give it time. So, and it's easy to do. How are you, Nisha? It's really, really easy to do, is to go into something, and this is something I struggled with, picking a niche, and then I'm like, okay, the niche isn't working, so I need to find another niche, or this business isn't working, so I need to find another business, or this certification isn't working like I planned it to, so I need to find another certification. So you don't even give it time to work. So really what I tell my clients to do, what I did when I was struggling, was giving something 30 days. Pick a niche, try it out for 30 days, and really put your all into it. If you aren't putting your all into it, you can't say you really gave it your all. You can't say that it didn't work. So, do it for 30 days. That was the thing with me. My niche, I was like, oh, it's not working. And then I really, looked within myself and looked within my action I was taking, and I wasn't doing my full into it. And then when I started actually putting my all into it and going full force every freaking day, that's when I started to see results. So Try something for 30 days and don't switch it up until you really feel like you tried it for 30 days. Give it commitment. Give it your all, because that's when you find something really works. That's when you can look into it and see, like, did I really try, and know that you really tried, and you can move on and say, hey, this didn't work for me. But you can't say that unless you do try. So I'm gonna read the comments real quick. Over-analyzing paralysis. Yes, I struggle with lack of commitment. Nisha, we can definitely chat if you want. Hey Devin, hey Rachel. Thank you so much for sharing all of your advice. It has helped me. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that. Thank you for letting me know, because that's exactly why I do these videos, is just to put this stuff out there, let people know that they don't have to struggle and that they can build a business. My fourth reason, the fourth way that I find people self-sabotage is lack of consistency. So, like, again, like we think that if we make one post a week that people are just going to come to us, and then we feel like we failed when that one post a week didn't work. So you need to be showing up consistently. I say every day, show up every day. And I see it just as a business on the side of the street. Like, you have that business owner showing up every day, and then when she's not there, people come by, or people go by the store and see that it's closed, and they wonder, like, what the heck happened? So people are wondering. People aren't seeing you online because you may not be showing up consistently. So it's just like a real business. If you want a business to be full-time, to where you can leave your business, your other job or whatever, and you can go full-time and make the money you want to make in your business, you need to be treating it like a full-time job. You need to be consistent in it, just like a real store on the side of the street. You don't want people to wonder, like, what is she doing? Like, is she still doing that job? Is she still doing that business? You know, so really put yourself out there to where people have no other choice but to see you, but to know you're open for business, but to know what you do. So, and it's vital. Consistency is super freaking vital. It's super important. It is the number one way to get visible. I promise you. And then you have to think too, like we use, consistency as like a trust factor. Like, when you see someone showing up for themselves and showing up for their business, you look at that person and you know that, like, they can help somebody, like, they're doing the thing. And so you have to look at it in that perspective of, if you don't show up for yourself, you don't show up for your business, people are going to wonder what you do. People are going to wonder what you can help them with, if you can even help them. They're going to wonder if you're even doing it, you know? So it's just, staying consistent is really a way to show people that you are committed and that they can trust you to help them. And then getting to know you, because online is weird. Like, we're buying and expecting people to buy, being random, complete strangers. So if you can get on a live video, I would recommend it, because it's the number one way to build that trust factor, build that connection with your audience. So get on a live today. And then my fifth way I find people self-sabotage is putting themselves in a box. So this was a way that I was self-sabotaging for way too freaking long. I was like, you see all those other people that are super professional and they're super fancy and everything, and that wasn't me. Like, I'm a weirdo and I like to have fun and I like to joke around, and I don't like to wear dresses every day or high heels even. That's just not me. So when you go into this online space and you see all these other people dressed up and doing these photo shoots and being professional and shit, you judge yourself and you put yourself in a box like, I cannot do that. And that's just a story you're telling yourself. That is just a story that you're putting on yourself, that you can't do it. So, and it makes you overthink. And it makes you overthink your brand. Like, am I doing this right? It makes you overthink when you're comparing yourself to other people and making yourself like fit in this box that you can't do something. It makes you look at everything like, am I doing enough? Am I enough? Can I even do this? You know? And then it's what holds you back, thinking that you can't that you can't be successful because you have to be a certain way and you feel like you're not a certain way. You literally don't have to be any certain way to be successful. All you need to do is show up, find something that you're passionate about, and just go for it. Like, take the action to do it and believe in yourself. Believing in yourself is the foundation of taking that action. So if you guys aren't taking that action, you guys are procrastinating, you guys are finding ways of how to avoid taking action, then I would really recommend to focus on your mindset, focus on the inner work and that belief in yourself, because your belief in yourself will lead you to action. I promise you, there's no other way. Like, if you truly believe that you are good enough and that you are capable and that you can do something, you will do it. You will find no other way but to do it. Hey Marlene, hey Susan. So get out there, work on that inner belief, work on that inner trust with yourself so you can actually go on a live and be confident, so you can actually put yourself out there, fully out there, and know that you had no other option but to know that this was going to work. And that's when success happens, I think, is that when we put ourselves out there so much, so full out, that we give ourselves no other option but for it to work. So really, go for it, girls. I struggle with talking about my biz on my personal timeline because it feels salesy. There are people who didn't even know I still sell my product. So Lindsay, the way I would tell you, the advice I would give you is to look at it in a different way. I was so scared. I was so scared to reach out to people. I was so scared to post on my timeline. I was so scared that if I posted more than 2 times a day, that people would be annoyed. But the online space is so freaking busy. Like, and if you are giving some type of value, it's like free value, you know, like in this video, I'm not asking you to buy from me. I'm not trying to sell. I'm not talking about my program. I'm giving some value to you. So this is my free value. So find a way that you can be different, that you can stand out, that you can give someone value that's watching, because people are like humanly like selfish, and it's not even a bad thing. It's just that if you're buying, you want to know that something is going to benefit you, you know, because you don't want to just spend your money. So find a way that you can do things different. I can't remember right off, I've talked to so many people lately, I can't remember right off what you do in your business, but there is ways to talk about stuff, to put yourself out there, to put value into your audience, to know that you're like the expert, you're the person to buy from. So we can message me, we can definitely chat about that. So hey Alondra, so I hope this video helped you guys. I hope this video helped you to realize like some things we do, like we it's like an excuse, and it's not even an excuse, is a bad word for it, but sometimes we want to take the action and then we find all these other reasons of why we can't. Clothing, so show up and put the clothes on and try it on and let them see like how it makes you feel. Talk about how it makes you feel. Talk about how clothing can improve someone's confidence. You know, there's so many ways. We can definitely message me and we can chat about it. There's so much, like, and it's easy to get overwhelmed to where you see everyone doing something and you see everyone else doing what they want and they're figuring it out, and to get so overwhelmed in the how and the why and the what and the to and the when and everything online. So, and it's easy to put yourself in that box of, oh, what do I do? How do I do this? But when you can get yourself out of that box, when you get yourself out of that box of overwhelm, so where you can see things clearly, everything starts to be figure outable. When you can do the inner work to improve your confidence, everything, and to improve your belief, everything is figure outable. That's why I say, like, strategy is easy. Strategy is simple once you know what to do. Like, once you know how to grow an audience, once you know how to put yourself out there, once you know how to market yourself, strategy is easy. It's simple. But it's getting yourself to do it. It's getting yourself to take that action. It's getting yourself to believe in yourself, to actually do it and not question yourself and second guess all the time. So if you guys are like where you're overwhelmed, where you aren't figuring it out, like you don't know what to do, where you don't believe in yourself, and you have these like shitty stories about yourself that you say to yourself all the time, and you're just stuck in fear, doubt, and second guessing, I want to offer you guys a 15-minute free call. They're totally free, where we just jump on the phone, talk about what you're going through, talk about what's going on, talk about where you want to be, and to get you, the call is really to get you out of that box of overwhelm so you can see that there's a way. so that you can see that you can believe in yourself, you can improve that confidence, that you can be successful, and to get that all in alignment. Because when you're in alignment, when you feel good, you do good. You have things drawn to you. So many things, and so many doors are opened. So if you guys want a 15-minute free clarity call, say clarity call in the comments and I will send you the link, or you can message me. But I hope this video gave you like some insight of how you may be self-sabotaging, because I think it's all about becoming aware. When you become aware of the ways that you are holding yourself back, you can change it. You can literally change it. And sometimes we do things without even noticing because they're just so subconscious habits. So I hope this video helped you guys. I'm going to go. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Bye.